This is a video on finding and interpreting unit rate. This is an example from the sheet that some of you received on Friday. If you did not receive this, please just go ahead and write these notes down and you can copy them on Monday onto the sheet. So we are talking about unit rate, and we are looking for how many into... All right, we are going to do a quick lesson on finding and interpreting unit rate. Now, some of you were given this sheet on Friday. If you did not receive the sheet, make sure that you copy these notes down and try the second problem before class on Monday, and you will be copying them down onto the worksheet so that you can do the other two problems in class. So, first, we need to understand what unit rate is. And a unit rate describes how many units of the first type of quantity corresponds to 1 unit of the second type of quantity. And in easier terms, we could say that there are 4 quarts in a gallon. So there's 4 quarts to 1 gallon. All right, so now let's do an example where we are going to show there's the unit rate for tennis balls in cans. So we have 9 tennis balls and 3 cans. So we can do our unit rate in 2 ways. We can see how many tennis balls in 1 can, or we can see how much 1 tennis ball takes up of a can. So we're going to do rate 1. Okay, our rate 1 is going to be 9 tennis balls over 3 cans. All right, so this is again saying that there are 9 tennis balls in 3 cans of tennis balls. So I want to figure out how many per can. That's what I'm looking for, per can. So now I go and I want to, if I want to get to make my denominator 1, I need to divide by 3. Okay, so that's going to give me 3 tennis balls in 1 can. So then my interpretation of this would be that there are 3 tennis balls in 1 can. Okay, so this here would be rate 1, and this here is your unit rate, because there are 3 balls in 1 can. 1 can. Okay, so now there's a second way I can write it. So I figured out how many balls take up 1 can. So now I want to see how much of a can does 1 ball take up. So I'm going to do rate 2. And so I want to write it as there are 3 cans. 3 cans give me 9 tennis balls. Okay, so now I want to figure out how much of a can does 1 tennis ball take up. So I need to, again, do my division and reduce my fraction. So I divide by 3, and I divide by 3, and I get that 1 over 3. So this is saying, my interpretation once again, is that 1 ball takes up 1/3 of a can. Okay, so I have now gone through my first rate. This is my rate, again, my unit rate, and my interpretation. And up here, it was my rate, my unit rate, and my interpretation. Now, another way that you can think about this is you can draw this. Okay, so if I have 3 cans, again, I'm not an artist, never claimed to be. So, and I have 3 balls in each can. Okay, because I said I had 9 tennis balls that need to go in 3 cans. So if I sorted these out, this is what it would look like. So now if I look, I can see that 3 balls go into 1 can. So that unit rate makes sense. Then I can also look and say that 1 ball takes up 1/3 of a can. So now this unit rate, it makes sense as well. So what I would like for you to do is, for homework, I need for you to do this problem right here. I want you to try this on your own for class on Monday. So it says 5 gallons of gas costs $6.50. So determine what your 2 rates are going to be, and then how much for each of those. So we will be looking to make sure that you have those completed for Monday, and we will continue to work through these and finding unit rates in class.